Aloha, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast. If you haven't taken any deep breaths yet today, please do so now. I'll wait. Okay, good. Welcome to Dr. P's Facets of Life series. This is pod number 25. Today's topic, down but not out. From time to time, almost all of us get down. That is to say, we get a little low emotionally, or a little blue, or maybe really actually depressed even. This is normal, typical and expected behavior for us as social beings. There are actually some positives that can come out of those feelings, you know. At a basic existential level, the low periods in life help us to distinguish the more normal and higher periods in life. Another way to put it is that without pain, pleasure would not be as precious as it might otherwise be. Now then, whether you agree with that or not, the reality of life and living is that we all experience being down for one reason or another. Whether we choose to view that as a negative is a personal choice. In any event, I believe we can learn from those down experiences. We learn about ourselves and how we process things. We learn about our feelings at a basic level. We learn how to raise ourselves up into a higher level of pleasurable and more favorable existence. One of the most important benefits of experiencing downs or lows has to do with acknowledging one's ability to recover back to a more normal level of emotions. This should teach us resilience. Learning about our capability to be resilient in the face of life's challenges and serious, even tragic events is a tremendous tool for coping in life. Now let's talk about another facet of this situation. That would be some degree of frequent bouts of depression. Unlike the aforementioned blues, feeling down, or feeling low, depression is something most of us feel very awkward discussing or admitting to. That reluctance is quite understandable given the social stigma and embarrassment attached to depression for many of us. Depression in its most serious forms can be very debilitating. It can interfere with normal functioning. It can lead to isolation and relationship problems, substance abuse, medical problems, and even suicide in extreme cases. If you or anyone you know is experiencing depression, it would be prudent to seek the help of a medical or mental health professional. My intention is not to do an in-depth discussion of diagnosable or clinical depression, but rather to create an awareness of mood change and behavior in a general sense. My intention is also to reassure you that many of these mental states and accompanying emotions and behaviors are not abnormal. So be aware and honest about how you feel and why you might feel that way. Sometimes we need to evaluate what goes on in our daily existence and what sorts of relationships and situations might be troubling us. Sometimes we need to stand back and try to see things in a different context. Sometimes we need to adjust our expectations of ourselves and or others. And sometimes life is just plain hard. Please forgive me and excuse the ringing phone in the background. So, where was I? In most cases, when we are feeling down, it is because something in our lives is not working the way we want. We are not getting our way. We all want our way as often as we can get it, right? Right. Someone or something is not fulfilling our needs, our wants, or our expectations. So one of the best ways to pull oneself out of the pit of negative emotions is to try to step back and figure out, with brutal honesty, what is at the root of the woes we feel. One really important thing to remember is that most of the time we choose to be down or low or blue. It is a choice we make. There is an appropriate saying that goes like this: no one can make you feel bad without your permission. We all have the power of choice. Remember that the next time you choose to have a pity party. Not saying don't have a pity party, just suggesting that you choose not to stay too long. One final consideration I want to mention is that there can be other causal or contributory factors at play beyond the mental aspect. Those can be things of an organic or physical nature, such as, but not limited to, vitamin deficiency, diet, dehydration, pain issues, and one or more underlying medical issues. It is always wise to consult your primary care physician if you are having chronic mood swings. We all get down from time to time, but we all have the power of choice to make sure we are never out. That's it for this time, brothers and sisters. Remember to share your talents and your spirit with others. Remember that gratitude is the best attitude. This is Dr. P saying aloha.